Okay. Again, I do this so you guys have a recap video, something that you can fall on and use as an additional resource. All right, let's do this. So, the first when that we have used, or rather, the first when that we have learned when using the subjunctive is to reflect denial, doubt, disbelief, or uncertainty about reality. Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course. I will see you soon, Noor. Take
Yeah,
care.
thank you. Sorry, I am very, very, very sorry because I try to understand, but it's advanced level of me.
No worries. Like I mentioned before, this is the part where it will probably get hard because I know that this is your first
Uh-huh.
class ever.
Uh,
So don't
okay.
worry.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you. Okay. Yeah, good luck, Amir. Bye
I
bye.
will see you in another class, chica.
Yeah,
You're
sure,
good. You're
sure.
good.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay. To reflect, so the first use of the subjunctive is to reflect denial, doubt, disbelief, or uncertainty about reality. Also, I'm going to add to that. This includes outcomes of actions and events of a different subject. So, not the subject that is introduced in the first part of the sentence in the main clause. We're referring to the subject in the dependent clause or the second part of the sentence. The part after the conjunction que.
So something I want to say about that is I think I heard a rule from someone that was it's always the second subjunctive. If there's two subjects, then the
Second one.
yeah, the second one would be subjunctive.
Yep, that's correct. Bing bong.
So naturally, I've been looking for places where it's wrong, just so I can say, "Haha, see, you're wrong." But I think it's a solid rule. If you just have two subjects, it's the second one that's gonna be the subjunctive.
Yeah, the second when the sentence expresses one of these things and is referring to the second subject, it's going to be in the subjunctive. That is correct. So remember, the subjunctive is part of the dependent clause, the second part of the sentence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, also, we are going to use the subjunctive in the dependent clause. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Following verbs that express advice, command, or suggestion. So, por ejemplo, sorry, I really need to sneeze. Excuse me.
Salud.
Gracias. All right. So, if I wanted to say, and this is an example from the textbook that we are using in this class, I advise that you leave, which is just mean. Okay. Te aconsejo que salgas. Now, this has nothing to do with disbelief or uncertainty. And this is why I keep repeating that I introduce the subjunctive as uncertainty, but it's only one part of one clause. There are other uses in when we use the subjunctive. It's not all about denial or doubt or disbelief. But at least the pattern remains the same. So te aconsejo, this is the conjugation in the indicative mood. The main clause. Te aconsejo. This is a fact. That's what you're doing. Here is that conjunction que. And then here's the verb, salgas. Salgas translates to you leave. And as a command, it's conjugated in the subjunctive mood. ¿Estamos? Are we okay?
Yeah, this one is easy. I just learned that verb the other day. I could say,
Okay. Awesome sauce. All right. Tres. Yeah. We'll also use the subjunctive to communicate attitudes, feelings, or emotions in the dependent clause about a subject that is different from the one in the main clause. I don't know why, but every time I teach this, I don't know if you've ever seen this clip before.
what is it?
It's a reflection to like Asian families.
Hmm.
And it's like emotional damage.
Oh yeah, that's a popular one.
Yes. And every time I teach this specific one, number 3, that clip just pops into my head because the subjunctive can cause emotional damage.
I think I'm understanding how to use it. It's almost like I learned Spanish, and I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but everybody was teaching me Spanish, and you just learn it, and it's like you get your conjugations and everything, and then like further in, and they say, "Oh yeah, well we're going to change all of the conjugations." So it's like, well, what was I like? What were you like? I was learning Spanish and all of those. So actually, that's not how you would say those things. You would say them with a different conjugation. So it was just
No te llores. Don't cry, Amir.
it's just that you have to learn the conjugations and remind yourself to use it, because I've been not using it all this time and learning it. Well, not learning subjunctive, you're just learning indicative, which is popularly taught or was by the people that were teaching me Spanish. So I didn't get the exposure to the subjunctive until later.
Yeah, it's it's like, this is why I say, like, language is math. We learn the fundamentals of certain formulas, and then later in life we are introduced to break everything that we know.
Um,
And then you end up like learning a whole new thing all over again. It's like a restart.
yeah, yeah. So
Mhm.
I feel like it's doing that, and it's just that like the subjunctive. I mean, the conjugations. I've learned those. You learn the conjugations, but then it's knowing exactly when to use them, which you're giving us a good map on that. But then it's the other thing is really is now you have to recreate the habit of your habit of speaking, which you already learned to speak Spanish, but now it's like, no, now you're gonna have another highway that's being built there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But this third rule that you're giving us,
Mhm.
um, can you share an example for this
Con
one
mucho
to
gusto.
communicate an
Sí, claro, claro,
attitude?
claro. Okay, so so por ejemplo, okay, again, I think I'm gonna use another one from the book. So we regret that you can not come.
Oh,
Okay, so here the emotion is going to be regret. Let me write that down. We regret. I feel like there's some other part of this example, but we'll just do this. We regret that you cannot come. So I am
mm,
I'm expressing um an emotion, which is true. It's a fact, but it's about another subject. It's not about myself.
okay. So
So
so what if I said something like "que lástima"? Is there gonna be like a way to say that
if you add
differently?
que, like que lástima,
Mm,
que well, hold on. Give me a second here. Qué lástima que tú no puedes venir. See, like that I would actually use in, well, that would be, in most cases that's going to be in the indicative mood in most cases when using que lástima, because um you're not reflecting emotion. That's more of an idiom. So, like if I said something along the lines like yo lastimo que, or something along those lines, then okay. Then yeah, we'll use the subjunctive. But like if I said que lástima, it's like, oh dude, that sucks.
mm. Excuse me.
Bless you, salud. We're not.
Tried to mic muted. Sorry, but
Mhm.
could you repeat that last part?
No, no se preocupe. So like que lástima is like, oh dude, that sucks. But we're not expressing like our emotion. We're talking about like the problem. So that's why
Oh,
we're, in most cases we're going to use the present indicative. Um
I thought that que lástima was expressing like I brought it up because I thought it would be one of the like a feeling, like one of
like an
those three, like
idiom.
an attitude, a feeling, or an emotion, or like maybe que pena or
Mm,
something like that. One of those because I've been trying to use those or
yeah, in that
uh,
cases we predominantly are going to use it in the present indicative.
Okay.
Because one, we're missing a subject. So like I was like if I said something like lastimo que, like I'm very sorry that, and then like que tú no vengas, like you cannot come, then yes, because lastimo refers to to me, the subject. But if I just said like que lástima, I'm like, dude, that sucks.
I understand.
No te llores, don't cry.
No, the rule seems solid. It's that second subject that you mentioned.
Sentimos que ustedes no puedan venir. Sentimos que ustedes no puedan venir. So sentimos que this is sentimos or sentir que means to regret. Whenever we had que following the verb sentir. So we are doing the regretting, that's the fact. Then we have the conjunction que. And then we're talking about the other subject. Ustedes no puedan venir. Okay. Now, continuing on the road of emotions, we have 4. And also, I just want to apologize for the lack of classes. I have been focusing on my health a little bit, and I'm also learning how to edit in Premiere so I can edit better videos for you guys, because I ended up watching a handful of videos on on the platform here.
Yeah.
Oy.
You know what? I don't have a problem with your videos. The problem that I've had, because after you talked about your subjunctive one, I went to watch it, and I tried to watch it several times from the phone app, but the phone app just had so many problems. I clicked into the video, and then trying to rewind it made it crash, and then when I had to reload, the video never pops up again. And the problem with the app is, and I know what it does, it tries to say that, oh, you've seen this video, so it takes it out of your view thing. So because you've seen it, so I get the idea there, because it's happened to me on other videos where I'm watching the video and I'm about like 5 or 6 minutes in and I'm understanding something, and then I want to rewind. And if I rewind and it crashes, then I could not go back and find that video unless I logged in, like open a laptop or a computer, and then have to log into there and then go and find it. So I was just like, you know what, whatever. But I was looking at your video for subjunctive after you told us about that, and that's just what happened. So
Yeah,
what's
I've
going
been
on with
hearing a
your
lot
health?
of
Are you okay? Is it
issues.
the COVID or?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of issues about the app right now, and I know that they're working on it. Um Sorry, the reason I said it like that, I don't know the time frame or what they're doing, but I know that they're working on it. Um and so if you need, honestly, if you need to rewatch the videos, whatever video
I
it
have to
may
go
be,
all online, all on the
on the
computer to do it.
computer, on the
Yeah,
computer, or also on the website option, if you have an iPad or a form of tablet, that also works. So
it's just that my phone is just so convenient, because even like I don't want to have a big old laptop if I'm
yeah.
like now just walking around and listening, and I don't know. It's just the convenience of a cell phone.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Um, I, sorry, there's so many things that I want to say out loud, but I know I'm also recording this on YouTube, so I'm like,
Oh,
um, um, but yeah, I will send that feedback to take lessons, and again, they're aware of it. I know that they're taking care of it. I don't know, like, as of what they're doing about it, but um, I'm gonna push it in again. So because you're not the only student that's having similar problems.
yeah. That problem, I'm not really expecting it to be fixed because honestly, I've had that problem since probably a year ago that I had that problem. And then, but sometimes there's some good videos, and I'll look, and then the app. I noticed it hasn't been updated. The phone app hasn't had an update for so long. So I mean, I think that this is about as good as it's gonna get for a while now. But I mean, it's a good platform. It's a good app, and I don't have many complaints.
It's just the
It's just
videos. Yeah.
yeah, the video library kind of maybe it's just needs some help there, but it's a good platform, you know. I'm here to learn, and none of that stuff has stopped me from learning. If
Yeah. Like I love this platform, like all in all, and what what it does for people and the convenience that excuse me, that it does provide. You can honestly be anywhere, as you mentioned, just taking a lesson with it by phone. Yeah, the app has issues right now. And one day it'll get solved for sure. But this is just the community here. I just love the community here
that's
and the support. And that's the
that's
biggest thing that I love,
yeah,
and that's why I've been sticking here for so long, is the community here
yeah.
on this
For me,
platform.
that's a big deal. That's the thing that counts more to me because for me, I just love having a group of people who are all trying to learn something. And it could be, I don't know, it could be anything, long as I'm kind of interested in it. It could be cooking or whatever, but it's just fun to find those groups of people. And as you get older, it's
Yeah.
hard to have those groups because, you know, you're not in college and people aren't forced to go to school, you know. But it seems like other than that, then they just won't learn many new things. I mean, the only things they'll learn are about, like, you know, celebrity gossip and stuff like this.
Things
But
that things that causes you to lose brain cells.
yeah, yeah,
It's and like this place, like, helps you, like, strengthens your mind. It helps you broaden your horizons. You get to meet people from all around the world. Um and also, like, I've met teachers on this platform who I am very blessed and honored to call them now friends. And a lot of us, we genuinely care about our students. I'm not the only teacher bear on this platform. You have other teachers in their singing category, you have other teachers in their
yeah,
piano
yeah.
category. Like, we protect our students. We care about you all, and we genuinely want you guys to learn. And it's also a great way for, teachers to practice their teaching skills online too, because teaching online, it's a whole other thing from, like,
Yeah,
teaching in a classroom.
yeah.
And also for
But
students too, it's a whole new thing, when you're learning something online versus learning something in class.
yeah, for me, it's like I don't want to go back either because I could just wake up and turn on a class and be right there learning. And I think it was around coronavirus time that all of this started because originally before I found your classes in this platform, I was on another app, and I just became interested in traveling to South America. And I said, well, I guess I should learn. So I mean, I've been in Miami for so long, and I've had some lessons, and I was on a live app, and I punched in Spanish, like just Spanish lessons, and it was only one person doing that. Like everything else was just like gossip stuff. And from there, I started attending their live lessons, and it was like just streaming. It was like on Twitch, but from there, it just led me further down the rabbit hole into this something more stable, because that person wasn't very stable. They were just doing it, and there wasn't really a lot of traffic for educational